Hello from ChinaAsia.com. This is Mark Josie and of course Ji Sifu from Teenage Dragons channel. And again today we're doing a very special series of these Taoism talk shows. Just because it's a special season, I'm trying to get people over to my Teenage Dragons channel. So remember, if you like these things, subscribe to my other channel, Teenage Dragon on YouTube. And we'll be having lots and lots of stuff coming up on that channel later on. Now there are already a bunch, super huge amount of informative videos on that channel. So if you actually go there, you'll be having like the whole month of non-stop watching already. So have fun over there, and at the same time, tell your friends and stuff to go and subscribe and support us and such. Now this video done today, I actually don't have a set subject this morning. Until this afternoon, I got a comment from one of my older video that talks about the flute. So this fancier named, forgot the name, Elena, something like that. Yeah, she suggested me to talk about meditation and things about relaxing yourself and such like that. Now, the question was something like, can you do meditation while you're doing this, or can you, I forgot exactly how the question goes, okay? So basically it's like, can you play the flute while you're meditating, or you have to listen to other people playing flute while you're meditating? And I was asking her, what do you mean by meditation? Like, what's your definition of meditation? Now that leads to a very interesting topic, because I have a lot of people emailing me asking questions in the past, and they are always surrounding this topic of meditation, trying to get some relaxing, peaceful moment, stuff like that in life. Because everyone is stressed. Everyone thinks that their life, no matter school, work, family, everything is stressed out in life. So everyone wants something to unwind, to kill the stress. Okay, basically, to be realistic, everyone just got stressed out, and you need to unwind. You need to get your mind off the stress. But it's hard to say the stuff that is making you stress in reality can go away, because it can't. For example, if you have debt, right? You have a lot of debt, and you owe people money, you owe the credit card company money, and you're in super stress mode all the time. Now your job is not paying you enough, and you can't sell stuff at home, and you get a lot of stress coming up. You don't know what happened. What can you do to borrow some money here and there? That is a stress, right? Now, if you actually think about it, no matter what kind of relaxation, no matter like meditation, doing Tai Chi, or whatever it is, okay, that you're trying to do to relax yourself, it doesn't change the problem. It doesn't change the reality. What makes you stress is there, and it's there. Now you might have, like, say, okay, I'm going to put my mind off this thing for like 20 minutes, just to unwind myself. Okay, good. Now you're all focused into this thing, doing it for 20 minutes. Okay, now you're like off the stress mode. Okay, good. Now after 20 minutes, what happened? Your stress came back, because you look at the bills and numbers again, or maybe someone called you again, talked about it again. All the stuff came back. So all the 20 minutes is what? It's wasted doing something that didn't help you at all. So in a way, you can say you're escaping from reality. And a lot of people like that kind of stuff. That is why in this world, a lot of people went for drugs, smoking, going on pills, and even like they're even taking sleeping pills to make themselves sleep, because people are so stressed that they have to use medicine and stuff like that to numb their brain, to get them relax, unwind, to sleep. Some people even can't even sleep, because their brain always thinks about the stress when you sleep. Imagine you have, like, say, $20,000 of debt coming at you, and people are going to maybe they're going to kick you out of the house, or maybe you'll be ending up like having nothing tomorrow or stuff like that. All that kind of stress, right? Now, that kind of stress is killing people, and they are trying, like these people are trying all the best they can to get their mind off these things. They want to, just give me 2 hours. I'll get my mind off it and I'll be good later on. But eventually, you know what? After 2 hours, the guy called again and you're stressed out again. It doesn't work. And it makes people always want to go back and go back and go back and just, keep doing that stuff. Eventually, you brainwash yourself that it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. But you know what? It's not okay. Because at the end of the day, your problem is there. You didn't fix anything. You see, it's like your house having water leaking issues. And you always tell yourself that it will be fine after 2 days. It will be fine after 3 days. It will be fine after 4 days. No, you see, you didn't fix the leak, right? The leak is not going to fix itself just by sitting there. Okay, you need to get someone over, or you need to fix it yourself, right? That's the problem. Now, when you want to meditate, what do you mean by meditation? A lot of people are actually looking for an escape of reality. Now, just to be honest, guys, I know it's hard to swallow the truth, but I'm sure a lot of people will go and dislike this video because they think, oh, you're bullshit. But you know what? If you're honest to yourself, think about it yourself, okay? When you do meditation or whatever relaxing thing you want to do, some people do their relaxing thing by playing games. Some people do it by singing. Some people do it by reading a book. Something like whatever it is, okay? It doesn't have to be that, sit and meditate. Some people do it in another form. Some people drink wine, go to a pub, hang out the whole night there, gossiping with their friends. It's all kinds of, all different kinds of the same thing being done, which is to escape from reality, to get a little, breathing session that you can, you're trying to suck in more air and it totally harm your system. Anyway, so you get the idea. So you're trying to do something, just to get your mind off that killing stress, right? That's what it is about. Now, I'm not saying that, okay, unwinding yourself is bad, but you got to understand what you're doing in order to not, get into a stage where you'll be harming yourself. Let's say, okay, now you're going to go to a party or something with your friend, just some friendly eating, chatting, that kind of stuff. That's fine, okay? That is extremely fine because it's not going to harm your body. It's not going to do anything to you that is bad, right? So you go there, chat with your friends, and you guys, talk over things. It will get your mind off, and so that your brain is not going to get fried by all the stress, because it's like a machine. When you run it too long, it gets hot and stuff, and you're going to get brain fried. Now you don't want to get brain fried. You go cool down your machine for a while and then let it run again, and it will prolong the endurance. Okay, but if you're doing things that is like, some people take pills, medicine and stuff like that to numb their brain. Now that is bad. That is going to harm yourself, right? Now, you might think that, oh, these medicine stuff is going to poison you. They're going to do bad stuff at you. But I'm just sitting there, unwinding myself. I'm opening up myself like that, closing my eyes, letting myself go, just relax and let anything happen. Okay, you know what? That is extremely dangerous to do. Do you know why? Because you don't know what you're doing. And all you're doing is your intention is open up yourself for anything to happen. You don't know what is coming up. Like if you go to a party with your friend, right? Your friend will talk to you, and what you're getting at the end is maybe finishing a 4-hour meetup session with your friend. You're going to eat, you're going to sing, you're going to have fun, play games, that's it, okay? Now you know exactly what's coming up. Now with the sitting and relaxing, that kind of meditation, okay, that people are trying to talk about. Now that stuff, you don't know what is coming up. And then what happened? A lot of people, when they're doing these things, they start to feel things. And then it went into a bunch of illusionary danger. Illusionary visuals, audios, and all the sensation that leads you to danger. Now what happened is, usually when they start doing these things, okay, and then they start to feel a lot of stuff. Now, some heat, rocking movement, maybe some light popping here and there. They'll see stuff. Some people even, went into a very deep stage, and then they start to see visuals. And then all that stuff, they cannot explain. But, what happened? They will use, like, automatically, okay? Their brain will use their post-heaven logic, which is like the logic that you learn after you're born, okay? You're going to use that logic to interpret what's coming up. For example, like this guy is doing a meditation, and then he's like seeing some kind of Iron Man and Superman, that kind of stuff. And he thinks that it's real Superman coming to him, from other alien world, stuff like that. And then he's like, ooh. And then as you go on, the deeper it gets, the more realistic the visuals and the audio or even communication can happen. And sometimes, people are like, oh, I don't believe in that stuff. Or then all they're seeing is like lights, different colors, lines, and then they think that, oh, these are just energies, it's so neutral. And then they will let themselves go, and then apparently the stuff will start to go into them, and then they think that, oh, this is good. I'm feeling the high of this. Wow, it's so like Cloud 9 stage. That kind of stuff. It's like that. And then people apparently get addicted to that kind of stuff. And it's an addiction, because whenever they feel stressed, they think that stage of them, that state is the good state that will unwind them, that will, give them the unwinding session. It's like a spa, massage, something like that. That's the stuff. They are addicted to it. And then whenever they feel stressed, every night they need to sit down and do like 20 minutes of this stuff. And then they see more, and they see more. You know what? You cannot explain all the stuff you're seeing. You cannot understand what is going on. You don't understand your body, body structure. You don't understand anything about it. You're not educated in this field. And then you start opening up yourself. Okay? It's like you don't understand about how your body works. And then you cut open yourself and let people, whatever, just come in and enjoy my body. It's like that. Okay? Now, whatever is coming in to you can be bad. Because it's just like the law of nature is like this. You are born being protected by your natural system. For example, okay, your body is protected from the surrounding area by having skin, nails, your flesh, muscles. You are being protected. Imagine, okay, we don't have skin. We peel off the skin here. Now, wherever you touch, it's going to hurt, and you're going to get infected very easily, right? Infection are like unseen viruses. They're seen under the microscope, but basically you cannot see it with your naked eyes, right? So we can say that they're spiritual in a way. Okay, so it's like those invisible power, okay? Like, let's say we don't have microscope, so they're kind of invisible to us. So if you cut open the skin, okay, you let yourself open up physically. What happened is shit will come here, and you're going to get infected. Now, what happened if you let yourself spiritually open up? Okay? Okay? So you get the idea. You let yourself spiritually open up. Your energy body open up. Okay? Your mind, your intention, your focus and concentration is all about that stuff. When people are doing these so-called meditation, they really just sit and then relax and then let themselves go into a very deep state, and they start to go, boom, rock, and then maybe some like this. They can't even understand what is happening. They just feel and sense and let themselves sense, because this is like what I call this. They're like trying to drive on the road, but they're blind. Okay, this is what I always call these people. They're like blind meditation. They're blind. They don't know what they're doing. Seriously, even when you look at the yoga and all these people doing these things, they seriously don't understand. And they just keep doing it because they can feel stuff. And then they went into, the journey of discovery and trying to, feel. And then they try to guess what it means. And then they try to feel. And, it's like trying to it's like playing a video game, trying to discover things, and then they try to fiddle around and discover and feel something, and they see, oh, what is this? You know, you feel and try to get, and it becomes their addiction. You know, trying to, because they don't know and they want to know. They don't know, they want to know. This kind of curiosity is going to get you into the addiction because you always want to get in more, but you always cannot really truly understand yet. So you always want to do it again, try to get a grab of that stuff. Now, if you do real cultivation, let's say under a legit master. For example, okay, I'm not talking about other master here, okay, because I don't know other people. But I can tell you myself, if I teach my disciple to cultivate something that requires them to sit and do stuff, I know what to expect, and I can tell them what to expect. If they have any kind of sensation, any kind of stuff going on, we know immediately, and we can send help immediately if something fuck-ups, some stuff happen, some bad things happen, something invade them, something's wrong. You understand because we have the knowledge to decode all the reaction that you will have, and then according to the principle of nature or how these energy will affect your body to move in such a way, we understand. So when we listen to the report of the disciple doing the cultivation, and he say, oh, I'm seeing this, I'm going like this. Now, I understand what's happening. I know how to decode it. And then I can tell the disciple that you're doing well. Okay, don't worry. Now, you should, ignore this, keep going. Or you should change, you should this. There's a lot of guidance required while they're doing these stuff. And then they will also learn to explain what is going on. Now, for example, when we are doing, for example, this disciple is sitting there, okay, doing some sort of stuff to detox their energy. Now, while they're sitting, okay, they don't really just sit like that and then relax and then let themselves go, okay. Usually, they have some stuff to do. Now, for example, okay, if they're like holding a hand sign like this, and then they sit, and then they do some spells inside the mind, and then suddenly they feel themselves going like this with the hip, okay, the hip going like that, and then they turn counterclockwise, and then they feel, the body just go like that counterclockwise. What does it mean? And where should you be focusing and trying to do? Should you be letting it just spin, or should you be stopping it, or should you be focusing on a certain point while you're spinning and going like that? What's happening? Now, during that stage, when they are doing this counterclockwise movement, okay, if they feel that the stuff is pretty much locked at the hip level, like it's not like their legs and stuff all spinning around, it's just the hip, okay, locked in, and then they feel the whole body, usually the head more heavy, and it goes like that, spinning counterclockwise. Now, with that movement going on, it's telling me that they have energy detoxing back to the neutral state, and then coming back up and exit their energy body system from the top, which is a form of detoxing. And when you're detoxing stuff from the top, like this out here, okay, you have to understand that you are detoxing, and you should not pay attention to any of the visuals, audios, communication stuff, anything that can happen with you and interact with you at the moment. Because a lot of crap energy, the crap energy is coming from here, okay, and back up to the top of your energy body system. These are the remains of the unwanted energy or the non-digestible energy coming back up. So these are what we call the evil crap pollution, or the bad stuff, the premature energy or the non-digestible energy. When they come up and the energy comes to the this lower third of your energy body system, which is right here. Now this is the other one, and then another space up here, okay? So if it went to here, it will start to show a lot of illusions coming up. If you tell the disciples to, just focus on the illusion, the visuals, whatever you see, you feel happy, oh, you see this, you let it come and, go into you. You cannot. You have to tell them, you cannot really, tell them to focus on these things, because it will it will just suck them in, and their energy is now again tied to these things that is supposed to detox. And when they pay attention to these visuals and stuff, it will help them gather and pull down again. So you cannot detox. You're actually giving more energy for these things to harm you back into your system and harm you. So as you can see, there's a lot of things required to understand what is going on in the whole process. If we're doing this kind of stuff, even to detox or to unwind and stuff like that. Now you're dealing with energy body, your energy body, and it's not like your normal physical body. It's a different thing. You need a master to guide you and teach you properly, and the master needs to really understand what he's doing. It's like a doctor understanding how a human body works. For us, say like for me, okay, we teach magic and we understand what these energy body is about and what it's like, how our physical body is related to it, how can we reach here, and such, all that relationship, we understand, we have the knowledge. So when we teach the disciple, we know how to guide them according to what they say, their feedback. We know how to tweak and tell them to not do this, beware of this, and that's going to be safe. If anything is going wrong, we can spot right away and turn the situation around and save them. So as you can see, it's not just like, oh, I'm just unwinding, sitting there, and things will, just do it itself. It's not like that. You need to do stuff to guide the energy to the right path, and you have to understand how that energy works. Now, another thing is the word meditation is an English word, okay? If you search online, like dictionary.com, Google, whatever, the definition of meditation, this word itself, doesn't really mean all those, and relax and that stuff. No, it's not like that. The word meditation actually originates from the Latin stuff. And what I saw online is basically talking about deep thinking, pondering, trying to think deep into something like that. But the stuff people are referring to in the modern days is more about like the sit, relax, let yourself go, and whatever, feel the peace and that kind of stuff. Okay, it's mostly like that in the internet today. Okay, most people are referring meditation to the, I don't know what style, maybe the yoga, maybe whatever other kind of style of meditation, and they're all aiming mostly for relaxing, for getting a peace of mind, or what I actually call the escape of reality kind of practice. They're trying to escape from reality. All they're trying to do is just getting themselves a little bit of time to forget about all the stuff, focus on other things, and then, you know what, after that session, they feel a little bit better, and then they want to do it again tomorrow. It doesn't fix your problem. Yes, some people will say that, but by doing that, it get their mind off for 20 minutes, and it makes them unwind a little bit. They feel better, and mentally feel better, more happier, and then tomorrow they can do it again. It's fine. But you know what? You got to understand that there is a danger factor in there. There's risk, okay? Unlike you're just doing gaming, playing video games, or maybe just chit-chatting with your friends, going to coffee with your friends, stuff like that. Those stuff, physically done, physically finished. You don't have anything at the back that is not predictable happening to you. Other stuff is like, okay, I want to have coffee with you, 2 hours of chatting, we're done. You have fun, 2 hours, good. Now, with this meditation, you don't know. Okay, with this, just sit and open up yourself and that kind of stuff. You don't know what you're doing. You are all trying to just sit and see what happens. Whatever comes up is to be discovered or to be pondered because you don't know. You basically don't know, and that is like a blind driving session. You're driving and you don't know what you're doing. That is very, very dangerous. It's just like opening up your body and see what happened. Now, what happened in this world Naturally, you have a lot of stuff in the air. Virus, bacteria, dirty stuff, okay, for your body. Open it up, you get stuff go in. Automatically, the bad stuff wants to go in because you break your own natural protection layer. Now, by doing that, what do you think? If you do that for a long time, okay, or for a few days, for sure, you will be open up enough for energy crap to go into your body. Because you don't realize that by doing that, you're actually like opening your door and letting things come in. And trust me, you are not trained to fight these things. When you open up yourself to these things, okay, like you open up your body, bad stuff come in. Now you open up your energy body. You let the stuff from outside come in. And trust me, you don't know how to protect yourself. Because we are not born with that kind of power to fight with our spiritual state. We are protected when we are active physically. Because when we do physical stuff, we're naturally also moving our spiritual body together. Okay? And we're intaking things with our spiritual body. We're intaking things that is going to benefit us. And that is why you don't feel anything from the transaction. Because it's like breathing air, okay? You don't feel anything. You just keep living your life normally, and you feel the air comes in, go out, comes in, go. You don't have to, feel, and there's some sensation here. Feel heat. Whoa. This is good air. You feel heat and stuff. When do you feel all the heat and stuff going on in your body when you breathe? It's when the air is toxic. You don't feel a thing when something is good for you and you just intake it naturally all the time. Just like breathing. Just like anything, okay? When you look around, you are intaking energies from everything around you. Their energy in the spiritual state. It's always like, okay, when you see it, it's interacting with you already. Their spiritual energy, the stuff in the pre-heaven dimension is already interacting with you. And that is why your mind, your heart, get it. Get it as in like, you look at it and you have a feel for that stuff. You look at the sun, okay, subconsciously, you have a feeling inside that can trigger you to remember the sun again. And that is why, because you interact with the energy already without noticing. A lot of things in nature are naturally done. You do not need to really get into that whatever state to, the drowsy state to interact with energies. And so, when we are going to, just sit and open up ourselves and stuff like that with our spiritual body, what you're doing is you are going to take off that normal firewall, okay, the guards off. And now you want to sense everything. Just like opening the skin and you want to sense everything. Now your firewall, as you go deeper and deeper into that stage, your firewall is not going to protect you anymore. Because your intention told your body to shut the fuck up. You told your body to go off guard. Do you understand how dangerous it is? It's like you're trying to brainwash your body all along with that one drip of intention, saying that relax, let go, anything can happen, that kind of stuff. It sounds good, okay? It sounds so, wow, relax, so calm. It sounds good only. It's a scam, guys. It sounds good only. Trust me. Open up your skin, see what happened. Now you're opening up your body, see what happened. Is your area sealed up and protected? Is your area that you're sitting clean? You don't know. Even you're at home, you don't know. Because when you go see a friend, okay, the friend might have all kinds of bad energies that you don't want. And then when you talk to them, your energy in the pre-heaven state, your spiritual body, is interacting with them. So your energy actually is mixing with them, and you will pick up a little bit of that stuff. When you go home, okay, that energy depletes, and you harmonize your energy, balance your energy with the house energy. The house is going to share the load for you. Okay? As you live there, stay there, your house will start to balance the energy like that. And so your unwanted energy goes out, and the house takes it and gives you something back. Okay? So you stay there for longer, the more the house can equalize the energy, and eventually you don't feel as crappy as before. Now, the house is full of these detoxed energy from you. Okay? But it's not supposed to go back into your body. Okay? Because your body always have this natural system going on that works on its own. Look at your organs, okay? Your heart, your liver, your kidney. You do not have to do some kind of, exercise to make your heart pump or make your kidney work. They work by themselves. You, as a human being right now, your job is to do what you're supposed to do as a normal human being, like going to work, brushing your teeth, all that stuff. Okay, eat, sleep. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to be your heart or be your kidney or be your spleen or something like that. Okay, you're not supposed to be them. You don't have to take their place and start working for them or working as them. Now, your spiritual energy body is supposed to work on its own naturally to detox that stuff out of itself. But you open up yourself. Okay? You use all your intention, concentration power to subtly command that body to open up. Congratulations, you did so. What happened is all the stuff around you, from the house, or even worse, if you're on the street, that's even worse. Okay, with a lot of crap around. Now, all that stuff, it's going to contaminate your energy body because you are like open flesh in the air. Lots of germs, virus, and such will come in and start consuming you. And then they will equalize with your energy body. And as your mind start to be drawn into those illusions, visuals, voices, whatever that is that's coming up, sensation, okay? As you are attracted to these things, okay, your intention and your focus is glued and attached to these energies outside of you. Now, these things are going to then stay in your body. When you start to go like, okay, I want to wake up, okay? I want to end this meditation session. Okay, now this is like to, let's go and close up our door. When you do this, what happened? You close it up with all the contamination inside. Good for you. So after a long time doing these things, people get very mind fucked. What I mean is your logic started to get very weird. I actually seen a lot of those meditation fans, and they are very weird with their logic. Like the way how they think they should deal with death, life, and such like that. It gets so weird because they don't understand that this energy is going to slowly change and influence the way how you're thinking with your normal thinking pattern in this world. These energy are in the spiritual dimension. We call them dimension 1. The dimension 1 is where your subconsciousness is. Now, do you know how our subconsciousness is going to affect the way how we act? It's a great, great, great influence. Now, these things are going to contaminate you, and all the stuff that you intake are like the energies that your body don't want. It's not healthy for you. It's like germs and virus. And they glued on to your spiritual energy body, the inside. And the longer they stay, the deeper they stain. These things are going to influence the way how you're going to act in this world without you actually noticing. It's going to be so natural because these things are what your subconsciousness is affecting your physical body right here. So it's a very subtle, very scary, long-term influence. It's very, very freaky. Now, if you are not in any, like learning under any master, a very nice qualified master, someone who have skills and knowledge on that stuff, I suggest the best way to get yourself relaxed, okay, to get yourself into that state where you want to, just unwind yourself, is to pick something that is actually physical that you need to do, okay, and then tell yourself that you're spending X amount of time just doing this thing today, okay? For example, I'm spending 3 hours, okay, to hike. I am just hiking. My goal, the whole thing is about going to the end point of this hiking track. And then when you're hiking, you should focus on putting your mind on things that you see. For example, you should pay attention to the trees, to the rocks, observing everything around you, observing every little details. Do you know why? Because during that moment, when you're observing, you're using what we call your D9 energy, okay? Your focus power, your concentration power, or whatever you call that, okay? When you focus to think, okay? When human being focus and think, use your wisdom to analyze something out of your side, out of your body, out of yourself, okay? For example, something beside me, like right here, I have some battery in front of me, okay? I have battery. Just got battery here somehow, okay? So I got battery. Now I put my eyes and my mind to analyze every word. Just by doing this, reading the words, small words, trying to analyze the color, how it reflects the light, and trying to make a sense of it. All that stuff you're doing, okay? Nothing scary will happen because you're doing what a human being should naturally be doing. A human being should use their brain to think, to analyze, and to build wisdom, accumulate wisdom. That is your job. The more wisdom you gain in your life, the better your life gets. That's how it works all the time. Now, it's so simple. People cannot accept it. Because why? Because it's hard. Because people are lazy. People are always lazy, lazy, and lazy. If you look at these people doing the meditation crap, they are so lazy. They don't even want to learn anything. They just want to sit and then enjoy, relax, and expect things to be fixed. No, dude, it's not going to get fixed. You need to do physical things to get physical matter fixed up. Your stress comes from this world. You have to fix the damn thing in this world. You cannot go to another world and expect this world's problem to be solved. It's not going to be solved. It's like your school grade is getting very bad, okay? If you don't go study, you go meditate, it's not going to bring you anything to make your grade go up. Get that? But the thing is, to study is so hard. So people try to get an escape. They try to just go, and then they think it's working. It's not working, guys. It's not working, okay? Now, what I'm teaching you here is the true way to really put your stress to other places so that your brain can really unwind without the danger, okay? Now, let's get back to that thing. Battery. Woo! Change battery. Duracell this time. Anyway, so we got this battery, okay? We're going to look at it, analyze it, every word you read, and then you try to read the small print, and then you try to, look around, okay? After you're looking at this, you don't have to put more, spontaneous kind of thinking to it. Just look, okay? Wow, silver. This is so nice. Think about, enjoy it, something like that. Now, you got maybe some cheese, some wine, look, enjoy. Taste your cheese. Now, try to use your taste with tongue. Squeeze it around. Try to do experiment with the cheese in your mouth. Push it around. See if it melts. Chew it. Is it chewy? Do you taste something very special inside that is not in the ingredient? Some cheese, when you taste it, like goat cheese, They might have some, lime kind of flavor inside. Wow, that is very cool. Now, if you drink whiskey, squeeze it around your mouth, smell it, do all that kind of stuff to analyze things. When you do it, you know why? What happened is your mind, your brain power, your wisdom power is being come out and onto other things. When it attaching to other things, those elements, those energy cells are from your brain. Okay, you are freeing up the energy that is packed up in your brain to make space for the stressful stuff in there so that it won't fry up. Now you can think about it, okay, like this. Essence or cells, okay, cells, many cells, packed up, and it will create energy. As energy packed up to a certain level, it will change its form and create power. Again, okay? Many atoms or electrons, photons, whatever, okay? All these are like essence. They're like little cells, okay? Small cells. As they packed up to a certain amount, they are now energy. Energy is not going to do anything. It's going to stay in a form with these things glued together, okay, attached together. It's like cells and cells, they attach, okay? Now, after these cells attached to a certain level of density, they will create power. Like how these things will create light or create heat, whatever it is, okay, other things that will exceed its original energy form. Like, let's say, okay, heat is the energy, and then now you have light as or fire as the power stage, okay? It's like that. Our brain, we have a lot of elements or essence, like the memories from your everyday work, stress, whatever it is, okay? Everything that you experience in life, they are like little data, little cells inside your brain, okay? They're like that, little small stuff. And then as you pack up a lot of them, it will create energy. Energy for you to do things. If you don't use the energy to do things, then it will create an other form because it gets too dense, okay? It will create an other form of power inside. And that power is going to generate the heat, the exhaustion, the stuff that you don't want, the stress. And you want to break down. You want to go crazy. Because it's saying that your system is overflowed. It's getting exhausted. Okay? Now what happened is you have to now make space for these things to loosen up. Because they are too packed up, too dense. When you want to loosen them up, what do you do? How do you put these energies, okay, these little cells, put it to somewhere else? Or this, maybe this cell contains your stress about the whatever, like screw grade, depth, whatever it is, okay? This cell contains those stuff. You want to detach these things or put it to somewhere else. It's like this. You have a virus, okay, in here. Now you can't just leave it there. You need to pick out that virus cell, put it to somewhere, and at least it got to have a place for that virus to eat into that stuff. And this thing will take it and digest it. Now it's a virus for you as a human being. Maybe it's not a virus for something else. You get what I mean? It's like something is harmful to you because you are this type of being or creature in this world. Now, the same thing can be not harmful to another type of living creature. Do you know that our eyes don't like those UV and stuff from the sunlight? We cannot take direct sunlight because it's going to harm your eyes. But birds, they are in love with those UV stuff. They can fly in the air and looks directly at the sun without any issues. And that stuff is actually, the stuff that's harmful for us, is actually a part of what the bird, have to eat daily to stay alive. It's part of their living essential. So something that is not good for us can be good for other things. Now we are going to take all our bad stuff, okay, the stuff that we don't like, bothering our mind, okay, these things. We're going to pick it out and then glue it onto other things. Maybe the cheese, the wine, whatever the stuff around us. Okay, we're going to let that stuff take it, and then they will digest bit by bit. Okay, they will digest, and it depends on what you're doing and stuff, and it depends on where you are, how many things can take the load. The best way is to choose something that you actually like doing. For example, if you don't like swimming, okay, and then you went to swimming to do this kind of practice, it's not going to help because you're already stressed out, okay? So do something that you really do enjoy doing. Choose something that you want to do. Now, not always walking out to nature, the mountain and greens is good. Sometimes going into a gym is also okay. You can also put all that unwanted energy, to a piece of dumbbell or a barbell or whatever it is, or something in the gym, or even punching bag at home. You can put your mind into the punching bag, and the punching bag will eat all that negative energy from you. As you can see, okay, by doing this, you have to have a few things in mind. That is, that you must know and be solidly understand that you are doing this thing for such reason in order for it to work. First of all, your intention. Intention should always be, I am doing this to get rid of for example, the stress from dealing with this friend called John at school. I want to forget about him, forget about these stress, or I want to get rid of this stress, just don't want these things. Your intention is set, and you schedule yourself to do this thing. Now, the intention is very, very short. It's not like you have to think, ponder around for 5 minutes. It's mostly like a split second of stuff. You look, there you go, there's sound. Okay, a split second of you want to do it because whatever. Okay, it's so fast. Usually you don't really, you cannot really catch on to the intention part. It's so fast. That is the intention. It's one snap moment of idea of, oh, do this, okay? And then you go into the thinking stage of how to do, what to do. All that stuff is already the later stages, okay? I'm talking about your intention. One split second of why you should do or what you want to do. Now, when that intention is set right, you have to really do the stuff that you plan. For example, 2 hours of going to the gym, okay, to work out. Good. Now go there, stay there for 2 hours. Don't get out before the 2 hours, okay? Stay there for 2 hours. Now during that 2 hours, you have to do nothing but the stuff in the gym. Meaning that, okay, if you're going there to work out, you can't do anything except for something not related to the gym. For example, you cannot take your homework to the gym and start doing your homework. You cannot, let's say I'm going to work out, right? So I cannot bring my camera there and start doing, workout while I can do a video for YouTube and might as well upload it. That is multitasking. You have to set it to one goal. You cannot go to the gym, okay? Now your plan is to work out. And then all of a sudden you go there and then you start chatting with your friend and then eating hot dog and all that stuff. That is not the same thing. It's not the same anymore. You change the whole direction. Direction should be one simple thing. And your goal is to finish that thing in that amount of time only. When you can do it, keep yourself to the same focus. Always the same focus, okay? And then, while you do it, you spend your energy, your focus on all the stuff. Some stuff is hard to, keep focusing. For example, when you're trying to lift weight, okay? sometimes you get kind of like, boring. It's fine to have music and stuff on, but your mind should always be focusing. 1, 2, focus. Put your mind into counting. It's also a focus. You can also, the easy stuff is to clean your house. Go clean your house and spend, say, I'm going to clean my house for 2 hours. I'm not going to stop and do anything else before that 2 hours. Okay? You set yourself to do it. Now, you set an alarm clock or something. Okay? Before the bell rings, you're not going to stop. You're going to keep doing one after another. Even when you're tired, you keep doing it. Now, you're not going to sidetrack and, start making food, or I'm going to clean and then prepare food for my kids and stuff like that. You cannot. You have to keep your mind 100% on one thing. And that is the only way how your brain energy, whatever you call that, the stuff, it's going to come out and glue onto things and digest for you. And by doing that, you're sharing your excessive energies with other things. And these things are going to benefit for the other items or subjects around you. Now, they got what you don't need. And at the same time, your brain or your system right here, okay, not brain, your system, energy system, is freed up. And after that, you feel a little bit more relaxed, unwind, and free up, that kind of feeling. And that is not an illusion. It is because you did the work, the physical work, to distribute your energy to somewhere else to eat it for you. That is very safe. You will have no other sensation, whatever crap coming in, and nothing will invade your body. Nothing will come into you. If you think that doing physical work is very hard, you can also choose to play video game, watch a movie, something like that works too. Just focus yourself 100% onto the movie. Don't go watch the movie and then start chatting with a friend and then, maybe something else, chatting on the computer, stuff like that. Don't do that stuff. When you're on a movie, 100% on the movie. That's fine. We, as a human being, already have a lot of ways that we can do this kind of stuff without us noticing that we are actually doing it. But people are like this, okay? A lot of people don't appreciate the normal way or the natural way that we're born with. They always want to seek for something different, something that looks or sound better, okay? Like those meditation stuff. They are promoted for that kind of purpose, and so people fall for the promotion. But you don't understand that human beings already have a lot of method invented to do the same thing. You might say, oh, but you're not getting in the deep stage, to relax your deeper self. That's bullshit. The reason why people need to get into the deep stage is not because in that stage you're going to detox more or you're going to free up more. It's because they are trying to get to the point to communicate with their spiritual energy body. That is why they have to stay very still, very, very, not moving for a long time to get to that point, to reach that point, to sense their spiritual body. But at the same time, they're opening up. And by doing that, there goes the danger. Okay? Now, while we are doing other things, our spiritual body is just like our shadow. They move around with us. So when we do things, your energy body is also doing things without you noticing or feeling it. You don't have to feel the energy body for the energy body to work. It's like saying, okay, your kidney, okay, your kidney at the back. You don't have to feel your kidney is tumbling and pumping up juice while you're trying to do other things that require the kidney to work. Right? When our gallbladder is trying to make urine or whatever, you're not going to feel all that inside. You don't feel that stuff. When your stomach is digesting food, you don't feel this place tumbling like a machine. It just works quietly on its own while you eat. Now, why can't you just do whatever you're supposed to do naturally, and then let your spiritual body do its work on its own while you're doing whatever you should be doing here, right? Now, these people trying to do the relax and stuff, it's because they want to feel their spiritual body while it's doing something. And the problem is, okay, you're born not to feel that body moving around. We're born, and when you're a baby, okay, you're always being controlled by your spiritual body. When we are born, we have always been controlled by our spiritual energy body. You always do spontaneous movements or things without yourself noticing. For example, like you see the air, and then or maybe you saliva coming out. You don't know why you're doing these things. And it's because your spiritual energy body is doing some work. Your physical body is doing something that corresponds to the stuff happening in the spiritual dimension. That's why. And it's all explainable. It's like if you're inside my lineage learning, there's theory that explain all these stuff and why the baby is doing this and that. This because you can understand how physical body and spiritual body interact and relate. Like this part corresponds to this part corresponds to that part. And you will understand why this baby is doing such movement. But normal people, you don't understand. And you know what? As you grow up, naturally, as a human being, you are going to forget and suppress all these movement that is supposed to be commanded by your spiritual energy body. You're going to suppress all these things, and you're not going to do it anymore. When you grow up, your mom and dad will teach you, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, and then you start to shut up, don't stuck your tongue out, stuff like that, okay? Now you start to learn to suppress everything. And a normal human being, you're supposed to not sense the body anymore. But the body is supposed to go to the back end and start working at the back while you're doing things right here. It's supposed to be like that. Now, those so-called meditation kind of stuff, they're trying to sense that thing again, opening it up and stuff like that, okay? But it's also doing it without any form of protection, knowledge, and like all the stuff that is required to deal with your spiritual body. They have no clue what they're doing. They're all in their experimental stage. If you read those forums and stuff while people are doing, their, whatever they call it, meditation, astral travel, they're all like a bunch of people blindly flying in space trying to discover things without a clue of what is going on. All their knowledge is from what? Online, forums, friends, books, movies. That is not knowledge. That is a bunch of solid pot gathered up garbage. All these people talking here, they don't know what they're doing. And then you listen to them, you put thoughts together, and you expect them to match. And then you blend, and then you make another pot of crap. And then other people take your crap, and then blend with their own crap. It doesn't make sense. The whole thing is garbage. It's not going to work. And you don't have knowledge, you don't have the power to protect yourself when you're in that state. It's basically a bunch of danger ahead of you. You're going against nature. That kind of stuff is not good to do. Now, some, let's say Taoism, okay? Some lineages or sect, they will teach, like Hei Gong and stuff like that. They'll teach you to meditate. And a lot of those are structured system. It's not like you just go and buy a book, okay, and then learn it yourself and expect it to relax and move. No, it's not like that, okay? When you learn from the master, it's a structured system. When you sense this, according to the medical theory, it means something's happening. It means this happening. You have to be guided by the master to learn the real thing. No one said you can buy the book and learn it and master it yourself. Now, the Westerners, people, they have this common mindset of learning things by books, DIY. Like this. Buy a book, now I know Tai Chi. Buy a book, now I know Qigong. No, you don't know. Because when you learn from a master, there's a lot of things that they don't put in the books. Especially for Chinese culture. They are very secretive about their knowledge. A lot of stuff are not going to be in the books because you only get them when you learn from the master, and he's going to tell you by mouth when you ask question. If you don't ask question, you don't get the knowledge. That's how it goes for the culture. If you look at the books, those are like garbage. They're baby stuff for promotion, making money, for letting people know that this stuff exists in the world. You can go to their school to learn if you like, or something like that. Okay? That's what it is about. The books are promotional videos, promotional materials. They are for promoting, not for you to learn and then become your own master kind of stuff. No one would do it. So learning things by books, DVDs and stuff is crazy. It's impossible. You need a master to guide you to be safe. No matter it's Heigong, magic, anything. Even for martial arts, it's the same thing. You just cannot do it yourself. There's going to be a lot of stuff that you cannot understand, and you don't have the accumulated knowledge there for you to discover and then explain everything. It's like saying, okay, you have this medical school, guys, okay, medical school. They have many years, many people accumulating knowledge into the system. When you learn medical stuff in this medical school, you have a lot of wisdom there, okay? Now, other people are saying, like, I want to buy a book about medicine, and I expect myself to memorize all the terms, and I understand that, and then I'm a doctor. Is it possible? Not possible. You cannot explain all the stuff that is in the school system by looking at a few books. It's not there. You need to go through the training and then ask questions. And everything is not in the books. A lot of stuff is guided by your master in order for you to achieve. Not just from the books, reading and reading and reading. Now, the same thing goes to magic, Heigong, and all these spiritual cultivation. It's the same. You want to learn it, you need a master. If you don't have a master, you're going to screw yourself up. Because all the stuff that you're going to encounter, you cannot explain. You cannot understand because you don't have the knowledge. And these knowledge, a lot of them are not in books. Most of them are not in books because it's hard to explain. And no one really will want to put it in the books. It's just too much, way too much. Okay? So if you are looking for a way to relax yourself, the safest way to go is to do something physical, something that doesn't require you to sit, open up yourself, doze off, and go into a weird, relaxed, kind of open state, okay? Don't do that kind of stuff, okay? Don't do that kind of stuff. Stay awake, stay alert. Be what a human being is naturally born to be. That is what you're supposed to do. And the best way is when you can actually put your energy, your brain energy, your thinking energy to something else. Even like, say, playing poker with your friend, or maybe just cooking or cleaning up will do the job if that is the thing that you think can work for you. Try. Find something and do like what I said, and you will find that it's going to be effective. Another way is sleep. A lot of people don't believe the power of sleeping. They think that sleeping is a waste of time. But you know what? We are born with two sides of us. One is the physical side, and then the other is the spiritual side. When you sleep, this side of you, the physical side of you, go to rest. The other side perks up and start working. And when you wake up, this side comes up, this guy have to go down. It's always like that. So when you sleep, you're letting your spiritual energy body circulate. When it circulates, it can cycle the not good stuff to digest and poop out and then take in good energy for you faster. It's like saying the metabolism of your energy body, it's going to cycle, right? And by doing so, You're letting it push out unwanted stuff. When you wake up, you feel better. Now, sometimes we sleep and we wake up grumpy. We sleep and we don't feel good. Now, that is because the place that you're sleeping, or maybe the energy body of yourself, is having some issues. Something is stopping your energy body from cycling in a healthy way. Now, that is to be investigated. It could be the bedroom's problem. It could be the energy of your house. It could be that you're stuck with some, what we call the evil crab pollution. The energy, negative energy, evil energy stuck on you. And your body don't have the power to push it out. And if that is the case, that is why you want to learn the, maybe let's say the Taoist magic from us, okay? Because when you learn the magic, you have ways and power to deal with these things that your normal system cannot deal with. You see, at my back, I got an altar, right? The altar's job is to accumulate a lot of these, what we call the pre-heaven energies, a lot of your cultivated energies. Daily, you put stuff in here, accumulate and cultivate the energy to a more and more pure form. Okay? When you are in need of, let's say, maybe a cleanup of your house energy, okay? Your house is having energy issues and you cannot sleep properly. Now, you can take the energy from your altar, the resources, okay, to execute some kind of magic and then use something to clean up the energy of your house. Now, that is practical. After doing it, you can sleep better that night, or at least for a few nights. And then if it comes back, you know there's some attacks going on. Something is at your back. But at least you know that you have the resources to deal with these things. Now, if you are stuck with the energy pollution and you cannot sleep and stuff, it means that, okay, after you sleep, you still feel grumpy and bad. It means that your body itself, the system here itself, is already maxed out. It cannot have the energy to deal with the stuff. That is why daily we must input to our altar. This thing is going to store things that our body cannot store. Let's say we're trying to store up rainwater, okay? Rain from the sky. With our hands, we can only get so little. If you are starving or you're like very thirsty, when it's raining, you get a little bit of water only. Now, if you're smart, every day you take a bucket, go to the river, pick some, put it here, go to the river, pick some, put it here. Every day you store up 1 or 2 buckets. Okay, savings. And then when you need water, you have water. And you are not drinking rainwater because you cultivate the stuff here. So things are going to get purified. It's not like the rainwater anymore. It's clean water right here. Now you get your water to drink. That is why we have altar. When we want to deal with energies that your body is already being affected by, don't even daydream that your body's energy can deal with it. When you're attacked by that stuff and you feel the negative influence, it means that you're already screwed. Your energy is not strong enough to fight this thing back. That is why you got attacked. Now, in order to deal with the strong stuff, you need tools and you need power accumulated. That is why we have altar. Take the stronger energy out, blast it to the places that is harming you, or maybe clean out the energy of the house, and now the problem is fixed. And the reason why you can fix it is not because of, a certain symbol, whatever, fu, and that kind of stuff. No, it's because the energy is accumulated. It's stronger than what a human being usually can have. These energy are precious stuff. They're like your gem. They're accumulated every day. Now, a normal people, you cannot do it. You cannot do it because basically you don't know how an altar works. You don't have a system at your back backing you up. You don't have the knowledge. You don't have the whatever. Everything you don't have. That is why you need to go into a lineage to learn this stuff and to be guided. And also, you know what? When you, like for example, for my lineage, okay? When you ordain, you build your altar. You got your altar here, right? For example, this is yours. When you build it up, we help you to network your altar with the whole lineage system. So you have a bunch of other altars at the back linked to your altar. Whenever you do magic work and stuff like that and you run out of resources, you have your refills from the lineage. You have support from the lineage. If you're in danger, your lineage will push things to your place and support you and protect you to a certain level. And when you are very in need of help, you can scream for help from the lineage, and the lineage will pump you energy that you don't have. If your saving is not enough, you can also borrow from the lineage. And that is why a lineage is very important. You don't start everything scratch by yourself. It's impossible. Okay? So a lot of these people out there trying to, learn meditation and stuff, you got to think about it. When you're doing your meditation, the place that you are doing your work, are you 100% sure that it's clean? I mean, when you go outside today, okay, you see a friend. Your energy is already being contaminated by your friend's energy a little bit. When you go home, that stuff, maybe from the subway, from the street, all the dirty stuff is going to go on you. And then you push out the stuff at home when you unwind. When you sit down, all the stuff is going to go out to your home, your house. The whole house is going to balance out and neutralize those stuff for you. That's the job for your house. And you know what? If you let yourself open up, all these things is going to come back in. You're going to get contaminated. No matter what you're doing, burning incense, candles, whatever, won't help. Because why? Just by burning incense, candles itself doesn't do anything to these energy. You are not doing anything to these energy. It's not going to have any effect. You're not going to touch it. Because these are what we call the pre-heaven energy. It's in another dimension. Now, talking about incense though, there's one more thing you need to know. Sometimes when you go into a shop that sells incense, they have these, or whatever crap altar there, worshipping something weird, and you don't know, right? I know that a few shops in Toronto, they hire some kind of people doing all kinds of weird ceremonies. And their jobs, like their intention of doing those ceremonies, are to do magic on all the product, making this business, selling the stuff, going to have better business. That is the main reason why they hire someone to do stuff on the product. Not for the client's good, it's for their own good. So the people are hired, they go and they do the magic all around, okay? When you get the stuff, what makes this store have good business? It's when your money is being sucked up by the store again and again. So what happened is the magic done on these products, they have this energy of sucking in energies toward that store. It's like leeches. They suck up stuff from around. While people are using these incense and candles and stuff from these stores, they get sucked in. And then they suck your house energy, they suck it in. And they will portal back to that store and making the store business better. That's what the whole magic is about. It's not for your own good. And so when you're using these items, what happened? All these leeches, life-sucking, vampirism style energy is going to... And now you open up yourself. Relax and let the shit eat you up. Wow, that is definitely not a good idea, right? Don't go to these religious places and start buying things, putting them home, and think that it's okay. It's not okay. The more magic, the more religious stuff they're in, they must do these things to their product. When you get it home, it's going to do something to you. It's going to have negative impact on you. Now, for our disciples in the lineage, we always tell them to only buy things from the trusted source. And so we'll have, like some master in our lineage will take care of the product section. So when they need to buy stuff, it goes through that master first in our lineage. and the master cleans it up. Okay, it just neutralized everything. So when you get it, you buy incense, you're just getting incense. Now it's your turn to put your magic into the incense and do whatever you want to do to the incense. The incense itself is neutral, supposed to be neutral. Now when you just go to some other shop and buy yourself, it's not cleaned up. It's not neutral. So you will have stuff happening. Not good. Okay? So if you think that you're going to meditate and stuff, all that stuff, and you think that burning incense, doing other things is going to help, yeah. Physically, the sandalwood and some other incense wood, they will have the physical effect of relaxing your body. Okay, your body. But at the back of it, you're also welcoming some unwanted energies from the store that holds these things. And then when you start to relax and stuff, all these contaminations come in without notice. You don't know what is in the energy around you. Because first, you cannot see, you cannot feel, you cannot understand. You are blindly floating in the jungle. You don't know what's around. And all these things that may come to you when it affects you, it's not like you realize, oh, something's coming in. It's not like that. They are like your subconsciousness. They affect you while you think yourself make total sense. It's like that. You talk to someone who is like having mental issues. They will think they make total sense. They don't know or they don't even see themselves as crazy. But you look at them and you think they're crazy. It's because their subconsciousness is already all screwed up. So they think what they're doing make total sense. That's why. So basically that's the theory and how, like, why it's dangerous to do these meditation yourself without a proper guidance. Now, just wanting to relax isn't a problem. Just wanting to unwind yourself, doing other things, isn't a problem. But if you're trying to, follow those sort of whatever they call meditation out there, sitting, opening up yourself, feeling this stuff, and that kind of stuff, that is not good. Okay? If you're actually doing the real meditation, like the stuff that you see on dictionary, they say to think, to ponder, deep thinking, that kind of stuff, it's not going to harm too. But you know what? If you're into this spiritual side of it, those kind of stuff, when you hear people doing, astral travel, that kind of stuff, okay? But at the same time, they are not training. They're not cultivating. They don't have the power to defend themselves. They don't have knowledge, wisdom to explain everything. Then you're a blind fly in the big jungle. You are prone to any sort of danger and harm, for sure. Because just like I said, when you open up the body, virus come in. When you open up this body, shit come in. That's true. That's how it works. So if you want to learn safe, guaranteed effect, and risk-free kind of unwinding, you can take my suggestion today, doing something physical by focusing, doing that stuff for a certain amount of time, finishing it. Or you can ordain into a lineage to learn the real magical stuff to cultivate. Whatever you like to do, okay? But just don't do it yourself and try to relax and then, try to discover things when it comes. That is totally not right. That is very fucked up. That is very dangerous. It's not good, okay? Now, that's it for today. And again, thank you for fans for suggesting the topic. That's very good. Now, if you have any more questions or you want me to talk about other topics, feel free to submit to my email, or you can comment below, and we can consider doing that topic too. Now, anything you don't understand, you can comment below. But now, this is my final word. I'm not here for debating, because I don't need people to debate with me. So if you're coming here for a debate and saying that, you're wrong, I'm right, and that kind of stuff, okay, you can just go away and don't watch this video. It's fine. Because I'm not here to force people to listen to me. I'm just sharing something else, and if people like to listen, they can keep watching the shows and enjoy. If they don't like, they can move on and do whatever they like and don't want to tell them to speak. Okay? So remember to subscribe, like, and don't forget to subscribe to my other channel, Teenage Dragon. We'll see you later on with our other shows. Okay? See you later. Bye-bye.